This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 452 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Horse Depot. Visit them at thehorsedepot.com. Howdy, everybody. Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Well, I've been doing the ads a while now for the HorseDepotOnline.com, and we appreciate them being a sponsor and doing the ads for some of their bamboo products. And then I've been reading more about bamboo products, and I was trying to figure out why the popularity of bamboo now. So we had Emily from the Horse Depot Online on the Tack and Habit show to talk about one of the horse coolers, the Fenwick Bamboo Horse Cooler that's made out of bamboo, and we got talking about bamboo, and I thought I would share that with you because I don't know, there must be other people curious, why bamboo? And why is bamboo being used now for products other than it grows like crazy, and if you ever have it growing in your yard, it'll take over. What's the other reason that they use bamboo? So this is an excerpt from the Tack and Habit show, episode number 54, that Helena B. and I do together. And if you listen to Tack and Habit, then you can skip on and go to the next tip. But if you don't, take a listen to this. It was interesting to talk about bamboo products with Emily from the HorseDepotOnline.com. And here is that excerpt. Well, we're back, and we're here with my product coming up next. And I'm doing this, Helena, because haven't you seen, like in the last year, all of these products coming out saying they're made of bamboo, like bamboo fabric, like the stalk,
Mm-hmm.
and the plant. And I want to know, what the heck is it with bamboo all of a sudden?
Well, it's not all of a sudden. I think it's been a while in the making, but now it's just, I think it's reached a point where it can be mass-produced and used in all different kinds of products. And because it's got all kinds of cool things.
They even make breeches out of bamboo fabric. And the thing that bothers me about that is two things. One, isn't it a little stiff and hard to sit?
Like, do you get poked?
Yeah, and the second thing is splinters got to be a problem.
I hope everybody out there listening isn't taking him seriously. My eyes are closed and my hands are on my face.
All right, let's get a helper on here because obviously you and I can't explain this. So we have Emily from the Horse Depot Online on the line. And she is here to help us understand this. And we're talking about a product that she sells over at the Horse Depot Online, which, by the way, if you want custom products of any kind, whether for you or for your horse or if you just want those colors and everything, you need to go to the Horse Depot Online because they're the place to go. They're the go-to place for custom stuff. And I want to find out if you can customize this too. But good morning, Emily.
Good morning. Hi, Helena. How are you?
Hi. I'm great. Thank you. I'm very happy to have you on because I'm looking at a picture of this cooler that we're going to talk about today, and I kind of want one or two or three.
And it doesn't look pokey at all. So
it is not. I had a chance to see it firsthand back at one of the equestrian shows in January, and it is very soft and silky. It's a very luxurious fabric.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that.
It's called the Fenwick Bamboo Horse Cooler, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, so tell us about the cooler in general, and then we'll get into the whole bamboo thing. So this is made by Fenwick, and is this a cooler that's meant for inside, outside? What's this particular one meant for?
Well, you can use it inside. Obviously, it's great to put on your horse when he's in the stall, especially in the hotter months, because it's so great at wicking. So it'll really dry your horse, keep him from sweating. If you take him outside, yes, you can use it outside, and you really want to because it offers UVA and UV protection from the sun. So it'll help keep your coat from fading. They don't recommend that you use it for turnout, but I know that they use it when a horse is on the hot walker, when you're out hand grazing your horse. So yes, use it inside, use it outside. It's going to be your best friend.
So it's probably not going to hold up if you turn the horse out for if he's on 24-hour a day turnout. It's not going to hold up. It's not really made for that.
In a great big field somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, I wouldn't chance it.
Okay.
I really think it's better if you have the horse contained.
Now,
Okay.
let's go into a little bit about what it's made out of.
Okay. Well, it's made out of fabric that's made from bamboo charcoal. So they take these pieces of charcoal and they process them and they combine them with the fabric.
Okay, wait a minute. Stop there. So they take the bamboo and they actually make charcoal out of the bamboo?
Well, now I have to refer to Fenwick on this because this is all new to me. But Fenwick says that bamboo charcoal are pieces of coal which they take from the actual bamboo plant.
Huh.
So then they, in an environmentally friendly way, they produce a material and then they combine it with the fabric. And then the qualities that you get from this bamboo fabric are just amazing.
All right, so go over some of the qualities. What do you get that makes bamboo fabric different?
Okay. Well, the first thing is you're going to get an antibacterial quality, which really helps to reduce the possibility of skin diseases. Then you're going to get antifungal properties. Again, perfect if you have a horse that has fungal issues like I do. In fact, he lost about a third of his coat last summer, and I really wish I would have been aware of this product back then. Like I mentioned before, it offers UVA and UVB protection from the sun, which, if you're showing your horse, you do not want that coat to get faded. Moisture absorption. It has superior moisture absorption, and it's breathable. So, again, great when you're cooling down your horse. You don't want him to get a chill. What is one of the big things? Oh, it's odor resistant.
Oh,
and,
yes. We like that.
I mean, sometimes you can smell that sheet right when you walk in the barn.
As a horse husband, I'm all for that, Emily.
Oh, my gosh, yes. And once the odor's in there, it's really hard to wash out.
Oh, and my wife is constantly throwing the sheets in the back of the car and stinking up the car.
So it's not something you think about, but once you have an odor-resistant fabric, yeah, that's great. And one of the best.
I need that with my clothes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can say
right. With this one, you can throw it in the washer and also in the dryer.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. No more washing it and then, hanging it on the fence to dry. Or my husband gets very upset because I'll hang the blankets on the gates.
Yeah.
And rinse them off. And then he's like, what are you doing to my gates? Now they're, you know where I'm going with that. They don't hang right.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Or, see, in my case, I hang them over the fence or the gate, and then it rains.
Yeah.
Or the fog rolls in, and they spend a week wet, and then they get all moldy
And
and
you keep
gross.
thinking, well, I'll just leave it out there because tomorrow it'll be better.
Right. And no.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, one of the things that I really like about this cooler is that it's the first horse apparel product that I'm aware of that you can truly use year-round. Because it has the antibacterial qualities and the antifungal properties, you can use it in the summertime. And those of us that live in these, hot states, I'm from Texas, we don't really have a lot of go-to horse apparel products that are safe for us to use in the hot weather. But because these are so great at wicking and getting rid of the sweat when the horse is dry, we can use it. But then you can also take this blanket right into fall and winter and use it as a liner. So it really is a year-round horse sheet, which I think is great.
I like the idea of using it as a liner, too, especially because it has those antibacterial qualities. Because so much grunge gets under there. No matter how much you clean your horses, they always get some kind of grunge under there. And then you throw a sheet over it, and then their blanket over that, and you're just creating a hot house for some kind of nasty growth things.
You're exactly right. And, another great thing about this fabric is that it's anti-static. So I don't know.
Oh, I've
you
been
know
there
where I'm
before.
Oh, that's always a fun one too. If you have, like, we used to have a little Hackney pony, and boy, he didn't like that. He would freak out at that.
Oh God, that's the worst. And you feel so bad when you shock your horse.
I know. Like,
Oh, I feel
Oh, I
awful.
know.
like he had enough mental issues to begin with, let alone that.
I know. I
God.
know.
Hey, so let me ask you too. I see here that it comes with the removable, the adjustable belly single and tail cord, and the other thing it comes with, which I wish every sheet and blanket with, and I think they're starting to, is the O-ring on the very back for hanging them up.
Yeah.
That's nice. And then the other thing too is, it says it has a magnetic and snap front closure. Now, are the magnetic closures getting more popular in the front?
I believe so. With this one, like I was suggesting earlier, if you have a horse that you're going to put on the hot walker and you're going to have the horse moving, it really does help that front stay closed from gapping open, from flipping. And I think Fenwick has had such great success with their magnetic and snap front closures that they're actually having it patented. So I think they must really be on to something with that.
Good.
Interesting.
Because I can't stand it when the front of my sheets and coolers, no matter what I do with them, they all curl back or curl under or, I don't know. It's really, at the end of the day, does the horse care? Probably not. He's like, oh,
No.
here she comes with my stupid clothes again. But it makes it, hard to unbuckle. And especially it's coming on summertime, warm weather. But, when you have gloves on, and either show gloves or whatever, to fidget with your horse's blanket and coolers, pain in the tushy. So does the magnetic closure help?
Yes, okay. It does. It overlaps a little bit in the front, which helps it from gapping open. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it does bug me too. But that magnetic closure really does. The fabric overlaps. It keeps it closed, and great for when the horse is walking around.
Good. All right.
Now, this is this particular one I'm showing is $154.95. Does that sound right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and can you get this one customized?
You know what? I am so glad you asked, because if you've ever looked at my website, I'm all about custom products. And yes, Fenwick is now offering embroidery on all of their collars. So what somebody can do with this particular cooler is they would email me their logo that's already been done for them, and then I would submit it to Fenwick, and we'll get back to them with the price. But everything is customizable as far as Fenwick products go. So we're glad that we can now do embroidery on all their products.
And they're doing it with bamboo, so it's a little stiff, the embroidery, but it looks nice.
What's a little stiff? Oh, what? Oh, another stupid joke by the host.
Keep up here.
Oh. No,
she didn't get it either, Glenn. At first.
We can cut that one. No, this is good.
Thankfully.
Fenwick Bamboo Horse Cooler. You can find it at the HorseDepotOnline.com. I like it. It does look extra soft. That's one thing it does look extra soft.
I like the way it hangs. Yeah, it looks like one of those really nice, soft, silky T-shirts.
I want to wear it.
I do, too. I do,
It
too.
is. Well, and one of the cool things about the fabric is that it offers a 4-way stretch. So the sizes, you're not going to order it like you would a traditional blanket where you have the 2-inch increments. This one, they offer it in a 74, a 78, and an 82, and that's because of that 4-way stretch. It's going to stretch and allow it to cover more sizes. So if your horse is a 77, you probably want to go ahead and order the 74, because it is going to stretch and allow for that movement.
Oh, that's good. Good
advice.
Good advice. Yeah.
See, that's the best part about having somebody on from having the retailer on, is because they can tell you little tidbits about that. Well, I like this product, but what's the scoop behind it? What size should I order, and how much does it stretch?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have to let you know, too, just real quick, that I think this cooler is so great that it's going to eliminate the need for the purchase of several other blankets and sheets. So what I mean is it's listed as a horse cooler, but I think you can use it as a dress sheet. You can use it as a fly sheet in your stall because it is so lightweight and it does wick so well. So I don't know if you're like me, but back when I was boarding, I used to be kind of a horse apparel junkie, and I was every barn manager's nightmare because of fall and winter, I had a blanket and a sheet for every occasion. So now with this horse cooler, I really think you can use it as a basic sheet. You can use it as a cooler. You can use it as a liner for underneath your winter blanket. It's very multi-purpose.
Well, that's a good point because we horse apparel junkies aren't junkies by choice. It's that you need a different blanket for all these different occasions because there are so few of them on the market that can multitask.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? It's this blanket's too heavy or this one doesn't close right or this one. So that's a really big selling point for me is that it can serve several purposes. And I bet if I owned one of these, I'd be a little less of a horse apparel junkie. Not much, but some.
Yes, I think you're right. I think I'm.
You believe that for 1 minute? You don't know Helena very well.
I think we might be cut from the same cloth, Emily and I.
I think we might be.
Glenn.
All right. Thank you, Emily. We appreciate you joining us. I also wanted to mention that Emily has a promo code for listeners of the Horse Radio Network, and you can get $10 off your next order. And I assume that applies to these sheets, too?
Yes. We're going to let that apply to anything on the website.
All right, anything on the website, we appreciate that. It's $10 off. Use that in the promo code section, and use the promo code HorseTipDaily, all one word. That's our other show there, HorseTipDaily, all one word, and you'll get $10 off your next order. So we appreciate you doing that, Emily, and we thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks again for having me on.
Thank you to Emily for being part of the Tack and Habit Show. If you'd like to listen to Tack and Habit and hear what it's all about, us reviewing a couple of products each week, Helena B. and I, you can visit tackandhabit.com. There's 54 episodes, actually 55, 56 episodes for you to take a listen to now. Hop on over there to tackandhabit.com. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone, and wear your helmet.
The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.